Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Auction Not Included. This is episode 52. You'll probably notice I haven't started the game simulation yet, and I did just load in, which is why all these things show they have no power. They're actually fine, just the game needs a couple seconds to run to catch things up, but I don't actually want to be running yet because we have some stuff to talk about. So, as I mentioned in the last episode, I was going to keep an eye on Devon here, and interesting, I don't know why there's... Okay, I'm not worried about the nuclear waste, although that is a weird spot for some of that to accumulate, but whatever. Anyway, so I watched him trying to figure out why he kept getting injured, right? So that was fine, so I watched him for a while. And then I noticed that when it was time for him to go to bed, he in fact just fell asleep right here in the dining room because some of our beds were not getting unassigned. And I think, and I'm not certain, but I think it's a case of the unassigned mod can't really support 3 shifts. I think it can only support 2. So one of the things we're going to do today, low priority, is to expand the bedroom to 5 so that I can go down to 2 shifts instead of 3. That part, minor. Far more important, while I was humming and hawing about what to do about that, I got an alert, Nikola almost died. So I thought, well, that's distinctly a whole lot of not good. You'll notice that she is already badly injured. So I reloaded the game, and instead of watching Devon, I watched her. And everything was fine for a while, and then she came over to the science section here, and I was half right. The science section is the problem, but it's not this thing, it's not the nuclear waste or anything. She was standing here working the manual bolt generator when this thing fired off a rad bolt. Since there's no research, it went right through this, hit her, and very nearly killed her. So, right off the bat, we are going to be shutting these things off, but also, the reason she almost died is the only triage cot was currently in use, so she had nowhere to go. So that's another thing we're going to be doing today is adding another triage cot. So, right, let's just go that for a second. So this is all up and running, and we are going to say that you are simply going to shoot them into the ceiling. And that will make that much, much safer. In fact, I'm just going to shut this off for now. This one I don't think was a problem, because it was just shooting across here to here. I think that one was fine. It was this one coming across that was the problem. So it's just going to shoot the ceiling, and we're going to have to re-configure all of this at some point. Right, so that's that one at least temporarily taken care of. Let us get another triage cot in here. Guess we'll put it right there, and then we'll give them a nice bit of decor, just because we're nice. There we go. So now the hospital will be twice as useful. And let us sort this mess here out. Did I ever research the comfy bed? I know I don't have any plastic right now, but did I ever... No, I never did. Okay, that's fine. You'll just have to deal with regular beds then. That's fine. 2 more beds, so that's 4 squares, and probably some art around them. So let's call it 6 more squares. So that will be the new outer wall. In fact, I will let them keep these ladders just long enough to help them build this. I don't think they'll need it anyway, except maybe for out here. But just in case, I'll let them keep that, just to make it easier to build this stuff. And actually, these might as well all be airflow, actually. Sorry to have disturbed you there, absurdities, but I've changed my mind once again on how I'm doing things. There. And for that matter, so could these. Maybe not so much the floor, but the outer wall for sure. There, okay. That makes more sense. Okay. And then we will need to burst that open so that we can actually get out. And hopefully the pips don't run away in the time that we're rebuilding this wall, but they might. Well, they don't really... I mean, I guess there's really nowhere else for them to go except maybe into here. So it's not a huge deal, it would just be kind of annoying. But, well, even with 3 pips, it looks like the thimble reeds are keeping up, so I think we're okay. I think them being wild is enough that they're getting by. This ladder here, I think, can go immediately. That one's not doing anything. In fact, I don't think this one is either. Yep, you totally got out, but that's fine. Get back in. And like I say, it's not a big deal. We can always wrangle them back into their park anyway. It's not a huge deal. Okay, as long as they have squares up here to get at that one, this ladder can now go. Oh, so adorable. Okay, and now that means we can fix the schedules to only have 2 shifts. And I guess it doesn't terribly matter which ones we do, so I think I'll just move... Yeah, I'll move Nikola and Nisbet to this one. And then Ruby to this one. And then this one can just go. Ah, there it is. Perfect. There we go. Now we're on 2 shifts. They are completely far apart, so there's no question whatsoever the beds will ever bother each other. And that will be fine. So that solves the immediate problems we had. Now obviously I have to redecorate now, but that's minor. Yeah, you definitely got out. You silly sot. Congratulations, get back in the park. You got out too. Congratulations, get back in the park. I'm just going to put a standing move order on all of these. Yeah, if I put these as low priorities, they aren't going to be done until this part's done, and then I can just prioritize them up for anyone that needs it anyway. But yeah, there's still a gap here that they can get out, and a gap here they can get out, so we'll leave them for a little bit. Okay. Meanwhile, I still do need a couple of more oxyferns down here, and the breathability's looking bad, so I definitely do. We are just about ready for our next oxy. Perfect. So I will be back with an oxyfern. And we're back. 1 oxyfern. There we go. So I will help this area a little bit more, because it's getting pretty bad over here. Which I'm assuming means it's getting pretty bad. Yeah, it's even kind of bad over here. We just need more oxygen in general. Alright, this part's all done, so yes, it looks like... Did you seriously get yourself trapped inside here? Good job. Okay. Out. Thank you. Yes, have a hug, that's great. Apology accepted. Yeah, no, you can't stay in there. You can go through it, that's fine, but you can't stay in the square. Because somebody's going to build there, eventually. Preferably sooner than later. Do not go in there. There you go. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Alright, now we can do all these move orders, which have probably all been cancelled, but that's fine. So we'll move you there. Move you there. And move you there. Okay. So all things being equal, now everyone should always, always, always have no trouble getting a bed, which means they'll get the park bonus. So that part's fine. The hospital, yeah, that's long since done, that's fine. So now we need to sort out something more permanent for this. And that I do not know. So how do I do this so that this can hit this machine? I suppose what I could do is just reverse this machine so that the thing was on this side, get rid of this to free up a spot, and put up a wall so nobody ever hits it? Or, what if... Okay, well either way this machine is going away. That is a given. It has to move. But what if, instead of putting it here, I put it up a square? Something like this. And then have this shoot diagonally. And I'll just get rid of this. Yeah, if I just move or get rid of this light. Right, and this can go up here. This can aim that way. And obviously I'll have to put some tiles under it so it actually counts as a proper building, but that's fine. So this heavy watt's got to move. I'll just temporarily, I'll just get rid of it entirely. Let's just do that, that's fine. This will now just shoot straight across. For all it matters, it's not currently doing anything anyway, so who cares? So you would shoot out like that. You need to put the wiring back in, but again, that's fine. And just put the light back in there. Again, that's fine, no big deal. Okay, I think that should do it. So now there won't be anybody getting hit just when it comes across. The only way somebody would ever get hit would be if they happen to be running across here right as the super short bolt goes. Which technically can happen, but should not happen very often at all. Now it does mean my idea to joint plate through a rad bolt from this one is going to be much more difficult, but I suppose we will just live with that. I guess this bit of floor here is absolutely pointless, so it can just go. But maybe I can joint plate something here, maybe? Well, we won't worry about it for right this second. We'll just let that be as is, and we'll call it even. So this floor is going to look very funny, but I don't mind that. I would much rather this be safe. Watching Nikola almost die really did not do me very much good. Yeah, they can reach that, right? Yeah, they should be able to. Right, so you're awaiting rad bolts, that's fine. So we should actually be researching something now that I think it's going to be safe. I just don't know what. That's a very good question. Maybe, do I get them the comfy beds? It'd be nice, right? Oh, and it doesn't take rad bolts anyway, so yeah, there's no reason we can't give them that. Yeah, sure. We'll give them comfy beds. Okay, good. You guys work on that. There was something else I wanted to do. It wasn't a critical one like fixing this, but there was something else I wanted to do. Now I don't remember what it was. What was it? Oh, I remember what it was. It was I wanted to start building spacesuits, because eventually we're going to need spacesuits for getting out here and dealing with the rocket and all that, so I don't know where the actual... probably here? Like the actual spacesuit dock? I might end up ripping this bit out and making this a spacesuit dock, but I'll worry about where the dock goes later. For now, I just need the actual space suits themselves to be built. Yeah, I can't do jet suits, sadly. So Atmos suit, sorry, that's the proper name for them. But yes, it's a exosuit forge. You take a stack of power, so I want you somewhere on a heavy watt and a lot of heat. Okay. Where do I have a heavy watt where I don't mind a lot of heat? Thinking maybe up here. Yeah, probably up here somewhere. In fact, you might just go right there, since that's already heavy watted in anyway. Yeah. Congratulations. Build me a forge. Because then at least we can start getting the spacesuits done, because if I remember right, they take a long time to craft, I think. I could be wrong, I might be thinking of something else, but I think they take a long time to craft, so we might as well at least get them started. I saw something about the toilets, but I didn't catch what it was. Oh, having 5 people on a shift, I might need more toilets, because technically they're all going to have bathroom time at the same time, right? So I might need to rejig this to put in an extra toilet. Can this room be bigger? Room size is 64. No, that's maxed out. So I would have to either lose a sink, or lose some art, or just put in a second bathroom. I mean, that is the other option, of course. Would be to put in a second bathroom somewhere. Or maybe even just like an emergency outhouse. So I do have composting somewhere. Yeah, I do have a composter, so it wouldn't be a big deal. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just put in a couple of emergency outhouses. They should theoretically never be used, or, you know, not often, but just in case. There. So now there's definitely no question. Plus that also gives them somewhere quicker to get to, instead of here, if they happen to be working down here. So I think that'll be nice. I mean, technically it's a drastic step backwards in terms of technology, but that doesn't matter. It gives us the polluted dirt, and it composts away anyway, and I don't mind that. We technically need dirt production, because we do have crops that needed the mealwoods want dirt, so as nominal as it may be... Okay, guys, what is happening here? Like... Okay, clearly this being airflow has really confused this. Okay. Let's see if just having a bit more room will help. But I think just the fact that technically there's air coming up from below really confuses the liquid. But I think as long as there's enough room, maybe that will be enough. We'll see. Building entombment. Oh, yeah. You helpfully drop some sand there, that's fine. Alright, that part's all fine. That oxy made it down here, very good. So this should be ever so slightly improving. This part's still okay, this part, yeah, it's not great, but it is hanging in there. As long as this part is okay, I don't terribly mind. But I definitely do think putting in 3 of these was a good idea, because 2 is still clearly not quite enough, so... I will, in about 80 seconds, be getting 1 more oxyfern, I think. And then after that I can start getting more plastics, because clearly, yeah, I needed tons more. Tons more. Speaking of, how is my glossy directlet egg here? Well, you're halfway there. 3% per cycle. Okay. I wonder, would it be worth getting a pip down here? Like a cuddle pip? I don't know. Or maybe an incubator proper. I don't know. Anyway, I'm looking for an oxyfern. I'll be back. Well, that took the grand sum of 2 clicks. I'm not sure if I'm even going to cut that. It's so short I may not bother. Yeah, do the cuddle pips cuddle loose eggs or only incubating eggs? Yeah, all types of eggs, that's fine. So you're not going to tell me proper. But it makes it sound like they would be okay with eggs just lying on the ground and with ones in a proper incubator. But you would have no food. That's a tricky part. I mean, I guess the other option is I just move the actual egg up here. And I just have to be very careful to watch for when it hatches so I can move them back down where there's food. But maybe that's an idea. Okay, well there's our comfy beds. Again, we don't have anywhere near enough plastic, so we can't do anything with it, but that's fine. Okay, good. Our rad bolt is connecting. Good. Yeah, you say you can get to that, yet nobody's doing it. Yeah, let's just go ahead and build... Can I build something out here to get to this? Yeah, I guess you can go here. Actually, this ladder here might actually make it worse. Unless I also get rid of that. Okay. Alright, what shall we research? Research reactor? What is that? Oh, okay. So I guess that's a different way of getting, instead of using like warts or something, or you can use that, but the fact that it says it generates massive heat tells me I don't want that. But I do need this for that, but I can't get the orange yet, so that's going to have to wait. Okay, that's fine. Should I maybe get a sweepy going? I do really like the sweepy. Remote planetoid. Oh, okay, I kind of want that anyway, right? Yeah, let's get that. Because I would like to put a sweepy up here so they don't have to keep doing all this manually. I mean, the mopping part I think they're going to have to do, but I don't want them to have to come and get resource from out here, because it's a very long trip, and B, it's very cold. So if I could just put a sweepy up there and let it do it, that would be very helpful. You have been cuddled, I saw that notice, so that gives you, yeah, that just doubles the rate. So instead of 3%, in fact, it technically looks like it's more than 3, it must be rounding. Because 2 3s is 6, guys, you know, math. So it must be 3.5 or something, and it's just rounding. But either way, that will drastically speed this up, so that's good. So I just need to keep an eye out for more eggs. How often do you, on average, drop an egg? 11 per cycle, so generally speaking, every 9 or so cycles. Okay. So maybe then I should be keeping eggs on here. Specifically directlet eggs and glossy directlet eggs. Alright, you are good now. This is looking a little rough. Well, you are certainly getting through here. But maybe I need something more local. We can start with this. I guess it will technically help a little bit. But why don't we just do this whole section? Right? There's no real reason all this stuff can't be working together. But I do think I need to put an oxy in here. Yeah, maybe over here. Or I just farm one in, I suppose. I would have to hydroponics it, though. Which, I mean, I could do. I certainly could do. You just take clean water. Do I have clean water anywhere near here? I mean, it's not far, because the espresso machine uses it as well, so I could pipe this over and put in... Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. We could lose a little bit of decor, right, guys? Wouldn't be a big deal, right? But I cannot... Yeah, I can't make the room any bigger. So I have to just take something out to do it. We'll just take out that, and we'll put it in hydroponics farm. Right there, and then we'll play the ever-fun game of getting plumbing over here. Yeah, we might as well just drag this straight across, because it doesn't need to output, right? Like it... Well, I guess we will find out. Now, I don't want to come across here, that will wreck the dirt tiles. So I guess I have to go up and around. We'll come up and over. And we'll just follow. Basically, we can just follow that, right? If I do then need it to come out, I guess I'll have to cut across and down and out. But I don't think you have to. Just for a single hydroponics. But I could be wrong. I guess I will find out. Alright, there's our artificial friends done, so now let's go ahead and get a sweepy going. Ideally, I guess I would want one on each floor. Oh, I guess I need a battery up here too, right? So many things I just keep thinking of. Anyway, let's get a sweepy going here. Actually, I'll put it there and I'll put the battery here. Because these obviously only generate power during the day, but this may want to be opening at night, right? So we definitely have to have... We have to have a battery. I can't believe I forgot about that at the time, but anyway. There's really no reason you can't just do something like that, right? Perfect. And then these can also power Sweepy. I just don't know how much this actually generates, but we'll have to wait and see. If I have to drag a heavy watt up here from the main power, then I'll do that. Or if I have to put in more solar panels, again, not a big deal. Probably this, right? Enabling space travel. Yeah, I think we kind of need a nose cone. And artifact analysis. Yes, okay. This is one we need. Perfect, let's get that. Oh, see, I have 2 glossy eggs now. Which means you have helpfully laid another one. Thank you so much. Bring it up here so it can be cuddled. I suppose the other option is I could put, kind of like what I've done here, where this room is still separate from this park, but I leave the door open so they can get back and forth. And then put basically another little park here, just for cuddle pips. And then they could be running back and forth. Yeah, I certainly could do that. I'd have to rejig this bit, but that's really not a big deal. So then I wouldn't have to manually run them back and forth. Any normal pips that get hatched can live up here, and any cuddle pips could live down here. Maybe I'll do that. I'll leave that walled in, because I obviously don't want the pips getting out to the side. Yeah, if I make this... I just need to get rid of this tile as well. Alright, if I make this one of these, now they can still use this ladder to get in and out of here. And then I'll leave this one to stay closed, and then leave this one to stay open when this is done. So then the pips and technically the Dracos as well can get back and forth. Now that does mean they may spend time over here, and that's less time in the hydrogen, which is unfortunate, but I don't really mind. That's not a huge deal. It also, though, means that they will automatically try to tame any cuddle pips that are here. So I don't think I will get away with, just a single Thimbleweed. I'm going to need probably a couple. But that's fine. Okay. So, right off the bat, I need an Oxyfern again, so let me get that. I will be right back. And we're back. The game tried to tempt me several times with plastic, but I resisted. Somehow I resisted. Because I do want to get the air over here better. I mean, it's not terrible, but it certainly could be better. So, have they finished all the... Yes, you have water, so they have finished all the piping. Cool, okay. Alright, but yeah, anyway, as I was saying down here, so because they're going to automatically tame the pips as well as the Dracos, we're going to need more food for them, because right now each of these is only eating a quarter of what it would normally, so I might need a couple thimbleweeds, but that's not really a big deal. And I do have 10 of them available at the moment, so we can move a bunch of them down here. That'll be fine. Right, okay. I think what'll be easiest is if I just build a temporary bin down here, have them move them for me all in once, and then just get rid of the bin. I think that'll be easier on me, if nothing else. It might not be easier on them, but it'll certainly be easier on me. So let's just go ahead and ask you for a bin here, temporarily. Its only purpose in life will be thimbleweeds, so you are going to be thimbleweeds only. Maximum priority, which I think means they should move the existing ones down there, I think. But if they don't, then I will just kick them out of... Yeah, it looks like they've already grabbed them. Because even though when stuff is in bins, if there's a higher priority bin, that's one way of moving stuff across. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one. It makes absolutely no difference. You'll do. So we'll move you down here. Perfect. There we go. Then I'll have to move him back, of course, because at that point none of them will be grown, so he'll have no food, but this should absolutely still be considered a stable. Yeah, because this room, it still counts as a separate room, even though this door is wedged open, which is a very good mechanic, because otherwise it'd be really annoying. Yeah, so you should, all things being equal, shortly figure out there's thimbleweeds here and that you want them. Like I say, if you don't do it on your own, well, that, and of course you'll use the GHondo, and I'm totally cool with that, because you are absolutely adorable. And now you're going to get tamed as well, but that's fine. Ah, yeah, see, they do kick them out of here. Perfect. Now you should go plant at least one, preferably before anyone comes and grabs it, which is, I'm assuming, what you're doing. Yes. Okay, so you need to not do that, so we'll just send you away, and then we'll come over here and take thimbleweeds out of here. If I could spell it right, it would work so much better. What are you doing? There. Now you should not need to store thimbleweeds, so you should just leave them alone. No, you still seem to think there's a thimbleweed spot for them somewhere. Nope. Okay, where do you plan on taking that? Okay, you just put it back in that bin. That's fine. Kind of annoying, but fine. So I just bump you back down. Hopefully that will give this guy time to go and plant them before they put them back. No, it won't. Okay. As soon as you leave, I'm closing this door and locking it for a minute. In fact, at least for a while, we're gonna just do that. I need you on this side though, please. Thank you. And you on this side, ideally. Okay. We're going to just lock these doors for a bit so that they don't keep doing that, because that's kind of annoying. If you would be so kind as to plant one of them, please. Okay. Right, yeah, you don't recognize that we own them because you have no access to them, but they are here. So as long as you once again kick them out, for like the third or fourth time now, but please do so with something resembling haste, because you're probably getting hungry, and I want you to finish that job before I send you back. At least one of them. I don't necessarily have to do a bunch of them, but at least one of them. Everyone's waiting on you. We're all sitting here waiting on you. I'm over on time, and I'm going to have to do some heavy editing, because we're all waiting on you. Come on now. Plant the thing. Plant the thing. Are you seriously going to make me do hydroponics all the way down here, because you don't want to plant something? I know there's plants over here, but you shouldn't be able to deal with them, because there's, like, blocking in the way. Okay, I saw you pick one up. Pick a spot. Any spot. Doesn't matter where. At least I thought I saw you pick one up. Did you drop it? I don't know how much clearer I can make this, but thimbleweeds, do the thing. That's fine. Kick some more out. That's fine. This thing should now be empty. Yeah. Okay, they're all sitting here. You have 10 of them. In fact, you have 10 and some change. Somehow you have a fraction of a seed, but whatever. Let's go. Do the thing. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so now that at least one is planted, we can get rid of this, and we can let them start using this again. And then we can haul you back, because that obviously will take a while to grow, and I don't want you starving while we're waiting on that. So we'll send you home. There we go. Okay. Good. And meanwhile, you are up and running. Perfect. And you've actually already cleared all the carbon out of here, so this section is fantastic. This section here is a little bit iffy apparently, but it's just a little teensy bit, and as soon as it comes over here, it'll be fine. This bit, of course, is always going to be a mess, but this is where it's actively being fixed, so that's fine. So yeah, I think that is very good. Oh, actually, this is good. I just noticed this. This will actually tell me I need exactly 51 more pieces of plastic tubing. At 50 a pop, that is, what? 2,550 chunks of plastic. And I believe you give me 500 at a time? So it would take just over 5 printing pods minus however much the Drecos happen to do in that time. Okay, you haven't been hauled away yet, so there you go. Get you back so you can actually go and eat. We'll let this grow for a while, and then we can just put the rest of the pips down here, or at least some of them, not all of them maybe, but at least some of them, so that they can maintain this and maintain the eggs there, and I think we are good. Okay. So yeah, let's leave things there for today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.